So what kind of cybersecurity services do you offer? That question comes from time to time, and we want to answer that today, although this is a broad question. And so it's hard for me to give you a succinct answer. Let me try to break it down into two different buckets, so to speak. We have the management side of our services, and we have the assessment side of our services. So the assessment side, let me answer that really quickly. That's going to be something like a penetration test. That's probably our most popular service on that side of the house. What does that mean? Well, if you're in the financial services, financial institutions, you're going to understand that terminology really well. Maybe even in healthcare as well. That's becoming more commonplace in healthcare and some other industries that may have some data they want to protect, intellectual property they want to protect. But essentially a penetration test is a service that probes the perimeter, the inside of the network, even your employees, kind of a social engineering exercise to see where the security gaps are so that the business can then shore up those gaps, close those holes, and improve their security posture. So that's on the assessment side. On the management side, there's a variety of services, and it's too difficult to answer something for a specific situation in a video like this, but I'll go through a few of our services and then happy to have a more detailed conversation as we dig into the particulars of your business. But as an example, on the management side, we have endpoint security. So think of something that's installed on each desktop or laptop or server to protect against malware, ransomware, and the like. We have email security services. So services that may sit in front of your mail server or in front of Office 365 to protect against things like business email compromise, phishing, spam, etc. We have firewall management services. So we want to protect the network perimeter. We can manage all those devices, the intrusion prevention alerts, etc. We have disaster recovery services, which I think is the most important piece of cybersecurity. When you think of what are we doing to make sure that our data or our services can be restored if there's an impact? Is your disaster recovery plan and your tools rock solid in a way that if we have a breach or we have some sort of infection, can we recover those systems elsewhere and get our business up and running? And then we also have security information and event management. For short, that's SIM. And that will collect all the logs from your different devices. We'll analyze those, provide daily compliance reporting, but also alerting and kind of threat hunting as we look for potential issues within their environment. And one of the last pieces that I'll mention, although this does not necessarily reflect the entirety of our service model, but one of the most important elements that we do is security awareness training. So making sure your employees, your frontline employees, your executives know how to spot something and say something. So if they see a funny email or if they see something going on their computer, they know what to do, they know how to respond and what to do within the organization. Happy to have a more detailed conversation about your business. Hit us up with any additional questions around security services. Thanks a lot.